Yeah, I'm going back to the video too. Like what Shonda was saying is, I had a similar situation like that too, and it was like it was somebody that I was really, really interested in, and like went on a couple of dates and stuff, and we were getting close and everything. But then I could tell he wasn't interested in like making it official and like being like in a relationship, but it's still. I was like, you're what I'm looking for. Like you make sense to me on paper. Like this is what I'm trying to said the words like, hey, if you're looking for a girlfriend, I'm available, and then just trying to be cute about it. But I like that he kept it honest and was just like, hey, I'm just not looking for that right now. But then years later, he tried to come back and was like, damn, I missed my chance with you. Like when I'm in a relationship and I'm in a relationship with someone at that time, he's like, damn, I missed my chance with you. I'm sorry I wasn't more open or whatever. Then we were talking, I'm just like, it is what it is, but be blessed because like I didn't even care no more because it's like I'm not in the business of pursuing or chasing anything that's not trying to chase me back because it's like why, like, especially if you know your value and you know your confidence and all these different things, and it has nothing to do with like looks or anything. It's just about everything. Like I've worked on myself in therapy and I'm doing all the things where it's like I don't have to chase you, like, but I do get sometimes people spinning the block, and I'd give you a pass if you came to me and was like, hey, I've been working on myself, and it's a maturity thing. I've matured into this space now where I understand what you bring and understand the value of what I could get from this relationship, and I think we would make a good pair, and I'll be like, okay, that makes sense. Like you're not just on some, oh, you looking good, hey big head, like that type of vibe. Like no, like you got to really be like, okay, I see a future with you, and I want to be your knight in shining armor now. Like I wasn't shit then, but I'm better now. Like that type of vibe.
All right. Go ahead, Jay. A story to tell.
Yeah, I have two homegirls that literally like within like the past 3 weeks had that same story. Like, a dude went out, had some kids, and now he's trying to come back, after not picking her, you know. And I'm like, hey, you know what to do. I ain't gonna sit here and if you asking my opinion, come on, yo. Like he's bringing back more than he left with. You know what I mean? What he's bringing back is removing money from you, not adding to you. So add that up. But I think in terms of the video, like God is a comedian, man. God is a comedian, and I think Paris made the thing saying, why should you be so consumed with if you're first, last, second, middle? If you're overly consumed with that, that's a problem as well. Because I have a close friend where when we were in school, like he would chase this woman. I mean, had me lugging furniture so he could do like Valentine's Day on the top of the parking garage. He had me doing all this stuff. And I'm like, dog, like, all right, man, we did all this stuff and she's still not convinced. But so I'm advising him against it. But yo, they've been married 15, 16 years now. Got 3 kids, building together, nice house, business. I was wrong. You know what I mean? Because I watched him like chase, and I'm thinking like what everybody else kind of is like, yo, don't be chasing her, dog. She wanted to be with you, she would be with you. Sometimes people need to be enlightened, yo. Like, yo, I'm not hot shit that you need to be a part of. Don't be stupid. I'm the shit. Everybody's not enlightened. And sometimes you have to enlighten them. Like, you fucking with a rare breed here. You know, this
But
shit ain't
see,
gonna be available
right,
at this price.
in that particular realm, I can understand it and I can respect it, right? If the intentionality behind his decisions were to make place for that woman. And what I mean by that is you chasing me, you still living your life, whatever reason that I'm not bite, whatever reason. It could be mental, it could be, family, it should just simply be I'm not interested at this time. But all in all, it's the intentionality behind his decision making that would make me be like, let me look at this man. Because when in my particular situation, same thing you said happened with your homegirl, he came back at me with kids. That don't help me. That's not something that shows me you were making place for a person that you really want. That don't show me you were sitting back thinking about me. You were sitting back considering me. that to me says, I went through this situation. I thought this was what I was going to do. I was making permanent decisions. And when that didn't happen, let me go back to what I know and see if she accept me for who I am.
I just want to say this. So we're talking about it, kind of making me think about this story, and on the reverses with a woman, right? So I don't know if you guys are familiar with BJ the Chicago Kid. You guys familiar with him? No? I guess the story won't make any sense. BJ the Chicago Kid, you never heard of him?
I know.
Must be
I've heard of him. I heard like one song with him on it before. Don't he got a song with Schoolboy Q?
That was one of the songs, yeah. So I mean,
something about the studio or some shit like that.
yeah.
Girl, I'm just sitting
I
in
know
the studio.
I know my life. I know him.
Yeah, so like I think he signed to was it MC? Is it MC what? Come on, Cloud Jones, you're doing a record label.
MC Heavy Tits.
You said he was signed to what?
Yeah, but so like the music he's singing, he's kind of like a soul artist, and you know, like he does like soulful music. So you probably might not be familiar because I want to say he's mainstream with certain songs, and he's might have collabed with some of the bigger artists, some of the mainstream artists, but and maybe Motown he might have been signed with. So it's like one of those ones you don't really hear too often about, but he's still signed. Anyway, was in high school and he was so in love with this girl. Her name was Sherelle, and Sherelle. She had a nice braided hair, smooth skin. She was nice, but she was with a drug dealer at the time, and she got pregnant like a senior. But he was singing in the hallway, like he'd be singing. He was a cool brother, but he wasn't singing to her like serenade. He was just play around, like he was really into her, but she just wouldn't give him no play. But now I think she probably may look back because now, you know, like you see him in all these big places. He's been on Sway in the Morning. He's a household name to most older folks. I mean, I know you guys are pretty young, but I'm 57, so it might be a little bit more like my cup of tea. But y'all are excused from that. I get it, it's y'all age. But it just made me think about how she wasn't really messing with him now. But I'm pretty sure because everybody went to school with knows that he done made it. You know, he's made it. These music videos, he's at all at the award shows, anything. I mean, Charlemagne the God, I think he's probably been on there. Either maybe they brought his music up. Joe Budden's brought his name up, certain songs. So he's one of those artists that you don't really hear all the time, but people who really love music, like you'll hear his name mentioned. So this made me think about that, about how he wasn't a good look for her, but long term he wound up growing up to be somebody that she probably should have gave him a chance back in the day. He probably looked back like, too late now. You know, you ain't got 2 kids. He's with the drug dealer. And I haven't heard anything about her, so I don't really know what type of life she may be living, a good life. And if she is, blessings to her. But B, just knowing and seeing him in mainstream is a complete difference.
I gotta look him up and see what he look like, because I feel like women they're not giving you a chance off gate just because she's just not attracted to you. Like there has to be some level of attraction there. So if she didn't find him cute or whatever, she's gonna pass him up. Even if he rich now and stuff like that, but he's not attractive, she would probably just take him back just for the sake of the money. Like, oh, he popping now, but she was still gonna be cheating. So it's like there has to be a level of attraction there. Period. It don't matter what it is.